Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to MusicVillage. And apparently, according to the maestro, he found another letter in the bag that says, DJ Smokey, what is the perfect way to spend a vacation for you? And for me, I guess Hawaiian Punch, some games, and maybe a Hawaiian shirt to go along with it. Yeah, the perfect vacation for me. That and some music to go along with it. And oh, speaking of music and games, folks, I think it's time for us to go ahead and check out some games from a planet far away from here, with a couple of games from the Steam machine as well, for another edition of the Friday Night Greenlight. And the first game that we have up comes from the free game planet itch.io page of Tarkovsky, nice name by the way, with their game Pico Hot. And this game, if anybody's wondering out there, is an actual pixelated version of Super Hot, which for some strange reason reminds me of Tron, with a little hint of the Matrix. Yeah, it definitely does. And here's hoping in the near future for this game, and I got a feeling they already have it, is besides the slow motion effects, but also the ability to get a different amount of weapons and customize your own levels for the said game. And according to the maestro, not too entirely sure about the whole customization of the weapons, but the freeze time of the weapons and the bullet time you're used to for the VR version is in this game. I can work with that. And the next game that we have up besides stop motion gunfights comes from the itch.io page of Ugly Duckling Games. Nice game page name, by the way, with their said game, The Fallen Foundation. And that sort of reminds me, with the name of it alone, of a horror movie that may have been featured during a sci-fi original film, but it also reminds me, since there's evil mushrooms trying to kill you, also reminds me of that one movie called Spore, when they got stuck in the gas station and the guy had to take his arm off with a cinder block. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. And here's hoping in the near future for this game that you don't have to deal with those said evil creatures, but with the fact that the maestro showed me in one of the pictures that there's a door you have to go through with those mushrooms that are glowing on the other side of it. Here's hoping you have something to defend yourself. Maybe a flamethrower or a Molotov or anything that can burn that immediately when you come in contact with it. You know, just hoping for it. And now we head on over to the Steam machine with the first game that we have up that comes from the developers Project Moon with their said game, Library of Ruina. Or Ruina? No, we'll go with the second one. And this game automatically reminds me of a combination of not only Read or Die, but also a little hint of the Page Master in there as well. And here's hoping in the near future for this said game, they do have a character that does have the power to manipulate paper. Wouldn't that be a papermancer? I'm not entirely sure if that's the proper term for it, but here's hoping they have that can turn any sort of page they come in contact with into a weapon of any type. And the maestro's asking me what type of weapon am I looking for? Anything that can hurt them. I guess a mace, a morning star, a Tommy gun, maybe even a bazooka made out of paper that fires actual paper bombs. That could work. And Maestro's asking me how would that be able to be pulled off? And to answer your question, they'll find a way, but I got a feeling it could work. You know, just a whole bunch of pages exploding all over the place, damaging enemies with paper cuts. And that would be painful. And besides painful paper cuts that can take place in games, folks, the next game that we have up comes from the developers Blobber Team SA with their game, The Medium. And this game automatically reminds me of a combination of not only what the developer said of the Blair Witch Layers of Fear, but also a little hint of Rule of Rose with a splash in there of Silent Hill as well. And here's hoping in the near future for this game. Oh, Maestro said it also reminds him of The Evil Within. Yeah, thank you. And here's hoping you have something to defend yourself against whatever sort of crazy creature comes after you in this game, including that little girl wearing that doll face mask from Twisted Metal. Cause I got a feeling she's up to no good, and you may need something to try to take her out. Maybe that branch that's on the ground. You know, she could pick it up and just swing at him. And the last but not least game that we have up for this week, folks, comes from the developers Votoon, or Votoon, nice developer name by the way, with their said game, Drifter King Online. And this game automatically reminds me of a combination of not only Gran Turismo, but a little hint of Test Drive Eva Destruction with a little splash in there of Test Drive 5 with all the vehicle options that they have in it. And here's hoping in the near future for this game, besides getting a chance to race in a van, a fire truck, a police car, an ambulance, what was that, a taxi cab we saw too? Here's hoping you get a chance to customize your own car to race during this said race. And with all the options that you have, got a feeling you can't miss if you can, customize your own car for these races. And the fact that an armored truck is going 111 miles per hour, thumbs up in my book already. And if you guys want to check out some cool games that are still coming from a planet far, far away from here, yet we managed to get our hands on it for ourselves, you can head on over to the Free Game Planet website, only known as freegameplanet.com, to check out a whole bunch of games that I got a feeling that somebody from a spaceship beamed down to this planet for people to have fun with. And if you also want to check out any other cool games that are coming through the Steam machine via cargo ship, cargo plane, or even subterranean train that is currently rumbling underneath your toes, you can head on over to the store.steampower page, only known as store.steampower.com, and click ever so lightly on that upcoming page, as well as clicking on that Indy button along with it, to check out a whole bunch of cool and awesome games that'll make your lockdown vacation of sorts feel like a magical journey through a world that you've never been through before. And a movie that the movie guy right now is gonna call Land of Wonderment. Rated R, coming soon to a theater near you. Yeah, thanks guys. But why is the movie rated R? Oh, because of that one scene with the javelin. Right, I got you. And I guess with that said, folks, we might as well head back into that music once again, and when we return, we'll be back with yet another new DJ Smokey's True Video Game Stories right after this. So don't go anywhere just yet, or get your horn worn out in traffic along with it, and stay tuned.